Hello, this is Jessica Wirt doing the final screencast for ATL 101 Weather and Climate. So, Figure 1 shows a 6-day air surface temperature grid from April 15th to April 20th. The station's maximum daily temperature on the 19th was 60 degrees, and the station minimum daily temperature was 29. Um, and the station's mean daily temperature was 74.5, and the station daily range temperature was 31. Um, the reason I'm reading those few off is to get a general idea of how I did the readings. Um, at first, when I was looking at these grids, I was kind of like getting mind boggled. Um, just for a minute, I was having like information overload because it was like 2 in the morning, but not like I've done it like the whole semester. But anyway, um, so these are just the exact same charts that we did for our worksheets. So I don't feel it necessary to go through step by step for all the dates. But you can see the NWS is fairly consistent for its highs and its lows. And when you figure out the averages, um, according to the station and what the climate average was, they're usually pretty much similar. Um, and here's the humidity with dew point readings on the left and the relative humidity readings on the right. The one little bit of problem that I had with this chart, graph I should say, is that it just kind of dropped off here and ended. So when it asked for the days that had less than a 5 point uh, fluctuation, I got these two, but then I wasn't sure to count this one or not because it dropped off and there wasn't the rest of the data for the rest of that day. So I include that one anyways because technically that's what the question was asking, but wasn't really sure what to do with that. So like I said, we're pretty much familiar with this, so there's no point in reiterating everything again that we've already looked over as long as we did our assignment. Um, but you can see how as we did with our labs a couple assignments back with the, the, the relevance of the dew point to the humidity. And this graph is similar to the first one I showed for figure 1, except it's different dates. This is a 6-day from March 4th to March 9th. And again, we have the station, min and max, the NWS, which is not as steady as the first graph. The average mean, the average max, average min, and then the record high and low. These graphs, once you sit down and you do the worksheet and you look at them, like we had to do for our assignment, it really puts things into perspective and helps you break it down. And again, once you see the highs and lows for like the station, and you figure out the mean daily temperatures and then the climate average and the climate daily temperatures, it's neat to compare them and see if it's true. I mean, just in this general little 6 window period, if there's warming or falling, and then you can pretty much visualize if that would be a high pressure system rolling in or low pressure system, or what was going on with the actual weather at that time for the people living in this area, um, according to what the graph is showing you. So the numbers actually give you a visual of what was going on for that day. If it was raining, snowing, sunny, cloudy, things like that. And again, for figure 4, you see a little bit more dramatic um, with the dew points and humidity levels than with the first. I guess it was figure 2 with the dew points and humidity levels. And then when you compare the maps, when you get down to the maps, you're not just seeing the numbers anymore. You're actually seeing the maps of what was going on. You can see over the interior that there was a little bit of clouds and that there was a high pressure system up in the corner, and then there was a nice low pressure system that came in and was pushing things out. But the weather's not so dramatic and violent as in March. Well, that's kind of cutting the glass off here. Hold on. Sorry about that. I got down to the bottom of these slides here, and the Screen-O-Matic stays in one place, and the slide didn't want to come up, so it was kind of cutting things off. Sorry, the kiddos are a little bit rambunctious tonight. It's like 2 days till their brother's first birthday, and they're wild for sound. Anyway, so this figure 6 is from March 5th to March 9th, and that coordinates with our, what is it here? Figure, it was figure 3 and figure 4. And you can see the weather here is a little bit more temperamental. There's very much snow and cloudiness and low front, and it's just that nice winter weather that we would expect in the interior. And then by the 9th, the low front is moved off a bit, still having a little bit of snow here and there, and some cloudiness. So I'm sure there'll be some nice warmer temperatures because of that snow and things, and the cloud cover, um, which of course we can see in our graphs. Um, but it would be as snowing as violently as March 5th. So that's about it. I didn't feel like there was a point in going into severe detail for this, because like I said, if you did your worksheets, I'm sure you all know what's going on. So anyway, so this is the last screencast, and it's been fun, and good luck to everyone on the final exam.